And welcome back to another Train Sim World 2 video. Oh, as well as Bears always go off, and I'm just about to start the intro every single time. But yeah, today we are doing something we actually did do on the first look stream of the DDBR 101, which you can sort of guess by the title what it will be. We are running the 101 on the Schnellfahrstrecke using LZB. Now I was thinking I'll do it on this one because we probably get up to a higher speed, obviously, whereas on Munich to Augsburg I think it's 230, but on this it's 250. So I thought we'd proper, get this train to its limits. But we are ready to go. So what we're going to do is shut the doors. We're going all the way to Aachen, so I'm not really too sure how long that is. I think it's about half an hour. So we're not going as fast as the ice, so it's going to be a bit slower. Let's get the brakes off. We'll set that to that. There you go. And let's get going. Yeah, so I thought we'd do something a bit well, different, because obviously the 101 you can't actually. I mean, the only route you can use the 101 on is Hauptstrecke Rhein-Ruhr. Obviously you can't use it on the Schnellfahrstrecke, which would be cool if you could, because then you can make use of the LZB. Although I do believe the 101 is going to be available to use on Hamburg to Lübeck. Obviously that is the next German route to release to the game. And I don't know if that does have LZB, because I know the 182 on there is getting programmed to have LZB. So I'm just thinking, will Hamburg to Lübeck have a little bit of LZB? I'm sure someone in the comments will know. I mean, I don't think it does it? I mean, it's only a sort of a slow country route. Now we come a Cologne, and we are an 11 coach service. So see, I think that is the longest you can get with the IC coaches. You can actually get that's even for us, is it? No. Yeah, they come in 7, 9 and 11 car formations, although on the scenario planner I believe you can only do 7 and 11. For some reason you can't do 9, so I don't know if that's something which does need to be fixed. And also, I wonder if on the coaches it says where we're going. No, it doesn't. I thought it might say Aachen on there. Seems not. Let's get the speed up to, I believe it is 70 now. That's already unrestricted itself. Let's get going. Let's go up to 80 in a second, and then after that, yeah, LZB begins, which will be cool to see. Well, I've already seen it, but it'll be cool to see it again. I always love sort of coming out of car, the way you sort of curl around this sort of big depot in the middle here. There's sort of a whole depot area just in the middle of all of this sort of kerfuffle of tracks. It's quite cool, and you've obviously got tracks going off in every single direction. I wonder where this one goes down here. Don't know. It's cool. Anyway, up to yeah 80 now. Let's get that up, and then in a second we're going up to the big number, 200 kilometers an hour. Maybe even more than 200 if the train wants us to go more than 200. Here we are, LZB. It has just started. So we're going to set that to max full welly, and what we do is we sit back and relax. At least, no, have one finger on the Q key for SIFA. Apart from that, you just chill out. Yeah, SIFA. And we should hopefully have a fair bit of AI coming on this service. I basically started almost all of the AI off at Aachen. So I don't know if they're going to sort of screw up because some are leaving later than other, and yeah, but we'll see a fair bit of AI on here. Lovely. That's Con Ehrenfeld. Yeah, SIFA. Here's Con Ehrenfeld coming. Let's get a flyby shot going through here. I mean, we're not in control of the train really at the moment, apart from SIFA as usual, but let's watch this going through. I love the sound of the coaches whizzing by. Oh, we got 160 now. It is slowly going up. What's that over there? It's a big sort of dome thing there. So I just noticed that. So some sort of oil thing, I guess, or some sort of liquid storage area. Probably. Yes. Let's see how fast we can get this. I think it probably will max out at 200. I suppose maybe if you do turn off the LZB, it might be able to go a little bit faster, but we can't really do that now. Yeah. So the next sort of big station we'll see is Durham. No, not Durham, Harem, which is around probably 8 kilometres from here. Yeah. Let's get a flyby shot. Although, can we go fast on the train? Just about. Just about. Oh, but the memories of doing this at something like 2:30 in the morning, obviously on release. Obviously, you can't actually see that video. I basically just recorded the train going past at 200 kilometers an hour. Yeah, Seafa, you always want to go off. Yeah, we know. Yeah. Suit 1%. Look at that. It's brilliant. There it goes. And I think it probably will max out there, because I know right now if you were on the ice you could actually go up to 250. So I'm guessing, yeah, it would just stop here. Where was the B sign at? Lovely. Yeah, Seafa again, we know. Lovely. Right, we're coming up to Harem now. And I think if you were stopping at that signal there would be the one sort of flashing saying get ready to slow down, or at least the next one. Right, this is Harem coming up. Well, in a second. Whizzing through there at 200. So I feel like this route would be really ideal for the 101. And realistically, I don't think it runs on here. Or does it? Because I think it does run on here, because I know the 101, when it first got announced, I think it was actually going to be on the Schnellfahrstrecke. And then everyone was like, no, what are you doing? Get over to Hauptstrecke Rhein-Ruhr. And then people were just like, hang on a minute, no, Schnellfahrstrecke. And they was like, no, we're going to keep it on Hauptstrecke Rhein-Ruhr. So I think this does run on here, so I suppose they probably could add a few services in future. Obviously, if you do know, obviously comment below. And obviously, if you're enjoying the video, do leave a thumbs up, and if you're watching this far, put, I don't know, LZB into the comment section. Safer, yeah. I've got whizzing along there, Sindorf there on the left. And it's actually quite a long stretch now to the next sort of big stop we'll be passing through, which is Durham, which is actually 20 kilometres from here, which at this speed won't take long, but I mean, it's still 20 kilometres away. This is like the big stretch of the line. There's not really many S-Bahn stations either. Lovely. Yeah, safer. Yeah, so you've got obviously the S-Bahn lines there on the left. Obviously, I think you do own Rheinrath-Osten, I believe it is. I know some people were saying, you know, if you own Hauptstrecke Rheinrath, why can't you get the 422 on there? But obviously, Rheinrath-Osten is the first route which came with the 422, and sort of the main route with the 422s. So if you own Rheinrath-Osten, you can actually get the S-Bahn services on the Schnellfahrstrecke, which obviously run between Durham, well, it's actually quite infrequent from Durham to Köln. Most of them go to Sindorf, I believe, which is the one obviously we saw back slightly earlier. It's a nice route, this one, though. It's a variety, to be honest. Obviously, you sort of start off in a big city, a little bit of sort of urban driving, then you sort of slowly open up into the countryside. But basically, like this, just 4 tracks. Not really anything in sight apart from the village there on the left. And obviously then once you get to Durham, it sort of completely changes the route. Obviously the speed comes down and you're sort of on a more traditional German line. Yeah, it's a lovely route. I mean, all of the sort of base routes, obviously Schnellfahrstrecke, Sandpatch, Baker, all brilliant. So I'm really looking forward to the rush hour routes, obviously coming with TSW2 rush hour. Safer? Yes. Before you say it, I'll cancel you. Yeah. Let's get another flower bush, I'm feeling it. Let's get ahead. It does sound really similar to the Ice 3, but I suppose realistically, I think they were built around the same time anyway. No, this one was 1994, and I think the Ice 3 was 1999, so there probably is sort of the same sort of design and whatnot. Awesome. Haven't yet seen the AI service. I'm pretty sure I set an AI service up to run between Durham and Köln, but we haven't seen it, or have we? And I've just completely missed it. That's probably the case, and that's probably what's happened. Well, I've seen it, but not really mentioned it. Yeah, but the 101, obviously out of the other German locomotives we have, obviously we have the 182, which is for, oh hello, which is for rapid transit. And obviously, yeah, before anyone puts anything about the 182 in chat or anything like that, if you want to get the DBBL 182, you need to own rapid transit. Because lots of people, obviously, I mean, rapid transit is almost like a forgotten route. Obviously, once it has the upgrade, I'm sure it'll be up to, you know, standards. Everyone will be like, oh yes, rapid transit. Yeah, lots of people get the 182, and then they're like, hang on a minute, why can't I use it? And then they then go and read the description which says, important, you must own rapid transit to be able to utilise the 182. So yeah, if you are considering getting the 182, remember at rapid transit you need it. But yeah, in terms of German locomotives, obviously you get the, we won't count the shunters, Was it the 182, 155, and the 101? I think they're all the DLC locomotives. Probably the best one out of all of them, probably either the 182 or this one. I mean, it's really down to personal opinion. Yeah, my favourite one probably is the 182. By now, the LZB should be coming to an end, or at least it has a nice service. Any second now we should start seeing LZB end. I feel like it's already happened, but it's not telling us, because the magnets are just not working correctly. Something's not right here. No, yeah, it didn't come up with... yeah, go on, bring us down. It didn't come up with anything to do with the LZB. I don't know if, because when the IS3 you have to turn off the AFB and that sort of thing, but obviously in this, for some reason, these lights here don't work, so I couldn't see when it said the unit to stop. Yeah. Right, that's all good, so we should be able to start going again, actually. Yeah, not really too sure what the procedure to change over to PZB in this one is. Obviously, I'll learn it at some point. But yeah, that's one thing. These lights here, if anyone from Dovetail is watching, I already have actually reported it to Matt. These lights don't seem to come on. I don't think there's any button to turn them on, because in the tutorial and also in the scenarios for this, they do actually seem to be on. But I can't seem to get them on. What, are we going to move? Yeah, slowly, it's releasing the brakes probably. Yes. Yes, we're off. Good on you, 101. What if we put that on but then turn them on? No. LED something. No, that doesn't do anything. Wonder if there's anywhere we can turn them on. Maybe using this screen, I don't know. That's the contrast. Not sure how we would turn those on, but there's anything here. No, that's for the coaches, that one. Yeah, not sure how we get these on. Oh, instrument brightness, what was that? Oh, we've already done that one. No, I don't know. Anyway, let's get the speed up and let's continue along to Arkham. We've got 26 kilometres. That is still quite some distance. That's at least 10 minutes. So at the moment we're not really getting anywhere either. I didn't actually look, I didn't see if it came up with a bar graph in the middle there. Right, oh okay, we're back. So I think it's automatic in this one then. Well, no, it can't be, because we came to a stop. I'm not really too sure the procedure for LZB on there, because I couldn't actually see it because it didn't come up here. So I couldn't really do anything. Yeah, hopefully that will be sorted. I'm sure it will be sorted. Why are we not moving? This is a bit weird. Hello, no, what are you doing? Excuse me. Oh, wait. It's like AFB went off for a second. Okay, but we're going now, so that's good. Okay. Right, back on the classic lines now. See, this route now feels completely different. I think this route now sort of more feels like, hang on a minute, what's this all about here? Actually, I'll take a screenshot of that and get that sent over. That's a bit weird, isn't it? Yeah, I better take a screenshot of that. Do bear with me 1 second so I can report all these bugs over. How far up Arkham was that? 24 out of Arkham. Let me get that jotted down. I think it probably, I mean, someone probably already has reported it, but I may as well get it down just in case. Something comes across. There you go. I can get that sent over to one of the devs. Going back up now though, and obviously the line speed along here is 160. Where's the safer button on this one then? Oh, it's the foot pedal, yeah. Silly me, it would be, wouldn't it? Right, we'll be going through Langaware next. We've got Langaware, or Langaware, I don't know how you pronounce it, that probably sounded weird me saying it like that. We've also got Northberg, obviously the abandoned station, it's Eichweiler, then it's Stolberg, then it's Eilendorf, then it's Aachen-Roverode, and then it's Aachen, or is it Aachen, something like that. There's a way to say it correctly. It's like Aachen, or something like that, Aachen, something like that, that's the way you actually say it. But I just got Aachen, Aachen, something like that, Aachen, so that's how you pronounce it. But anyway, I should be fine cruising for the next sort of 5 kilometres because the speed comes down to, I think it's 120 just outside of Eichweiler, because we'll be going around a fairly sharp turning, so we are fairly chilled out for a little while. I didn't notice that bridge glitch before, that one obviously we just saw back there. I've never noticed that before. Actually no, I did notice it before, but I didn't really make much of it. So I don't know if that has occurred in a recent update. I don't know, put in chat, you know, that sort of bridge which wasn't there, is that on Xbox or PC? It might be a PlayStation problem only, possibly. Right, that was Langaware we just went through. So I sort of love this part of the route, sort of, you know, it starts being windy, it starts, you know, being a proper classic German line. Also, I think this route is, from basically Durham to Aachen, I think is actually very similar to how Hamburg to Lübeck will be. And it's fairly similar to the ones we've already got, I suppose, that Rüsselsheim Nord means, well, actually no, probably more Rüsselsheim Nord. Won't be fine until we go through the abandoned station, obviously Northberg. I think the reason for basically closing, I think it did actually close in 2009, so I mean that is fairly recent. I mean, when I think of sort of 2009, 2010, I assume that has been recent. Yeah, it didn't shut that long ago really. But I think the reason for it is I think they built another station on another line. I think it was the line that comes off here, I believe. Well, I was saying there's another line here when they basically built another station. I think it's actually a private operating company in Germany, which actually you don't really get much of in Germany. Yeah, I believe it's a private operator which runs the line. Enough there. Little horn through there, but there's not really much on the station, which I have found on the internet, apart from that it closed in 2009. Should get the warning board soon for the 120. I believe that is actually just around the corner here, as we're very close to Eichweiler, and that probably is another reason why it's shut, because we're so close to Eichweiler. And look at the platforms at Northburg, they weren't the longest of ones. Hey, talent 2. At least we are actually seeing the services. So I thought they might all get bottlenecked at Aachen. It comes down to 110 after. That is just after Eichweiler. We'll see the warning for that. This is Eichweiler. Nice little station. Now yeah, I think we do get the warning board just after the tunnel for the 110, so we'll then bring it down again. Is it Eichweiler tunnel? Which I believe one of my local sort of area, well not wouldn't say it's local area, a place called Hawley, which it actually isn't my local area, that's quite far actually, about 10 miles away. I believe it actually is twinned with Eichweiler, or at least when I went there. It's like twinned with some place in France, and then also Eichweiler, which it said that Eichweiler something not Germany. It said that Eichweiler something state or region, so I'm guessing it's just a part of Germany. But yeah, that was twinned with Eichweiler. Hey, a nice free service. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. Right, it's not far to Stolberg. So there's the 110 beginning there. And Stolberg is just around the corner. It's got a massive sort of yard here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, I was just quickly counting the tracks there, because the platforms here are actually like platform 38 and 40. They're like really high numbers, which really probably would confuse people, saying, well, why is it 38? Where's platform 1? But if we look at the platform numbers here at Stolberg, 43. Platform 43, I suppose it's probably track 43. Well, these ones here are 1 and 2. But those ones over there are proper high up numbers, which is a bit sort of odd, but that's the way it is. Let's get that up to 140 now, as it should be very shortly. That's now going up. Yeah, it's safer, we know. Awesome. So you may be looking at the 101 thinking, let's get that in camera. Yeah, I think, hang on, that looks very similar to the 185, the 146, and most of the other German trains. Yeah, most German trains are the same, but they're all sort of different in their own way. I mean, this one is actually a fair bit different to the other ones. It's older than the other ones, actually. There's obviously a few differences as well, but they are all fairly similar. But they're all good in their own way. So don't be put off getting German locos because they look fairly similar. They're all brilliant. That's quite cool opening the window on this one. You sort of have to pull it in and then you can slide it across. Yeah, brilliant. keep it open for now, it's some air in. I've got the double tunnel here at Eilendorf. Through the next one, oh, we've got another service for Talent 2. Which Eilendorf is another weird sort of stop because no trains stop here in service mode. It's a bit like Essen Calais Sud on Schnellfahrstrecke Rhine-Ruhr. No services stop there, which I don't understand why. It's almost like they've got future plans to add another train where it will then stop here. Yeah, I don't know, just no trains seem to stop here at Eilendorf. Brilliant. And also the 101 you also get the new rolling stock, obviously the new IC coaches, so it's basically more of a train pack instead of a loco pack. Right, we got the speed coming down. Yeah, I'm literally spamming the seeker. Is that enough? That one's just coming down to 120. Get that down easily. And now 100. Yeah, safer. Right, we'll start bringing that down. What's this? Yeah, that's another 100. Well, this is Aachen Reverde. Well, Aachen Reverde. Or maybe even Roverde, or I know, Reverde. Damn it, I'm balling for a 70 to bring it down even more. Let's bring that down, and then it's even down to 40 in a minute as well, so even more than it already is. And we've got the magnet as well, so. And obviously I believe even if you don't have PZB on, you will still need to abide by the rules here. So obviously, yeah, number on the signal, times that by 10, that is the next sort of warning limit. So 7 times 10 would be 70, then you know what the speed limit coming up is. Well, I don't know if they have sorted that, but I know when the game first came out, people were saying, hang on, why is the emergency brakes coming on near Aachen? Problem was, the magnet was coming on, even if you didn't have PZB on. So I don't know if that was a glitch, or just the way it is supposed to be. It's fairly easy to know about the signals. Like a little mini bridge here before the big one. So we're going about 30 miles an hour at the moment as we sort of slide our way into Aachen. I wonder if we will actually fit in the platform. So we're 11 coaches, I suppose we probably will, as I know the ice is 16 when it's at full. So we should be alright, but I suppose the coaches on here are longer than ice coaches. I just love the IC coaches, they're brilliant. Coming into the final stop. That took around 35 minutes, so a bit more than I thought. But I suppose we are a slower service than the ice. Here we are. Yeah, Freigabe. Sifa, yeah, we know. We know you want to go off. So I was stuff at the end of the platform to try and fit all of this in. It's still not even inside the end yet. So yeah, it's been a pretty good run, obviously, apart from the sort of LZB issue where it didn't come up the magnet, so I didn't know what was happening. It's been, yeah, decent round. Yeah, we go right to the end here, because I don't know if we are going to fit in. We made it. Here we are. Oh, okay, but that's that. But that is going to be it, everyone. Obviously, thanks all for coming in. That was a lovely run along the Schnellfahrstrecke, 70.2 kilometers. Was that 50 miles? Obviously, yeah, on screen now you will see all of our merch. So we do have the DBR 101 top. Obviously, if you love the 101, you want to have a top of it whilst you're playing it or driving it, go and check that out. Obviously, it is on a discount for the next couple of days, obviously, as of the 23rd of April 2021. Obviously, you also will find links in the description to the Discord server and to the PayPal if you do want to help support the channel. But that is it from me. Thanks all for coming in, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. See you all, and take care. Bye, guys.